Hey, Ben Norman here, and in today's video I want to give you a simple 5-step SEO strategy that you can use to help optimize your brand new website. So you've got your new website, but it's not optimized and it's not ranking in Google. So what are you going to do? You're going to follow the simple 5 steps that I'm going to lay out, execute against them, get your plan together, optimize your website, and then watch your rankings grow. So moving on to step number 1, which is research. Now, the research stage is really important. This is the foundation. This is where you're going to put your overall strategy plan in place, build it, and get it right. We need to go through, understand what are the goals of your website? What do you want it to achieve? What are the keywords that you want to go after? What do you think they are? These are all going to form the basis of what keywords you're going to go after to be able to then conduct some keyword research and understand from the off what keywords you should be going after to be able to get that goal that you want, that goal that you've got in mind. Now remember, I've spoken about it in a previous video, but when you're selecting your keywords, you do not want to be going for these kind of vanity short tail keywords, such as iPhone. They just will not rank. You will not be able to compete against the likes of Apple and the big boys. So you want to make sure that you're going for longer tail keywords. So using the iPhone example, it might be, Apple iPhone rose gold 32 gig. I'm not suggesting that we all start going and marketing for iPhones. I'm using this as an example. But by being a lot more specific with the keyword, the search term that you're going after, building your content around that, although the overall traffic will be lower, you've got a much chance of ranking for that term, getting a good ranking for that term, and getting a good amount of traffic from that term. So make sure when you're selecting your keywords, you're bringing in more long tail keywords, search strings, so not going after the kind of short vanity phrases. If you go longer tail, you're going to get better rankings and you're going to get better traffic from those rankings off the bat. So you're always better off starting with the longer tail keywords. Now, once you understand what those keywords are, we're researching the product, the service, whatever it might be, you want to look at who your online competition is. So the people that are appearing for those keywords that you want to, you need to then be looking at their website. What are they doing? How are they writing their copy? What keywords are they going after? How many links do their pages have? All of these things factor in. They will all go into your overall strategy document where when you're compiling all your research, you've analysed each of the keywords for each of the products, services, pages that you're going for. You've looked at the competitors for each of those as well, and that helps you then build out your plan of what you're going to optimise each of your pages for and your overall site for. And you know why you're doing that, because you've analysed your competition, you've looked at the keywords, you've not been greedy, you're going long tail, and you've then got your plan in place. So next we're going on to step 2, which is auditing. It's all about auditing your website, finding out what state it's in, what you need to do in order to basically fix it and get the technical SEO issues out of the way. Also, while you're there, you want to go through and do a content audit and make sure that your content is relevant for the keywords that you're going to be going after, and also includes the keywords that you're going after. I'm not talking about spamming them the whole way through the content, but you need to be using those keywords and other relevant keywords that Google would expect to be mentioned around those keywords. I've said before, a good hack for this, take your keyword, pop it into the Google search bar and see what other recommended and related searches pop up. This is a good way of uncovering the other search terms that Google would expect to be around it. Now, when you're doing your on-page technical SEO audit, I recommend SEMrush for this. There's a link in the description below where you're able to run technical SEO audits on your site and get recommendations based on what you need to fix and do in order to sort the technical issues out in order to get rid of them, which is very worthwhile because the more issues you've got, the less likelihood you have got of ranking well unless your content is really relevant and there isn't much competition. So make sure that you are getting the technical on-page issues of your website fixed. So step number 3 is all about optimizing. We've got all of our keywords, we've done all of our research, we've done our on-page audit, we know what our technical issues are. It's now going through and optimizing the site, getting rid of those issues, optimizing the content. So if you've had to rewrite some content, making sure that is on page, implementing the fixes that you need to, and then rerunning the audit to make sure that you have got them all, you have fixed them to the best of your ability. You're then able to go through the on-page and optimize things like your title tags, your alt tags, headers, things like that, to make sure that your web pages are as optimized as they can be. Again, you can go back to SEMrush for this and rerun it through and make sure that you are on the right tracks with the changes that you've made so that your on-page is as optimized as you can get it to be. Which leads us on to step number 4. In step number 4, it's all about off-page. It's all about getting those links and citations into your site. Now, building links used to be very easy. People would go out to directories and just spam directories and get lots and lots of links from directories, keyword loaded, and they would get a good ranking. And whoever had the most links won. That is not the case anymore. Google's got very smart to it. So do not attempt to kind of buy links or try and kind of sidestep this. You need to build quality content and then outreach so people link to that content. If you build good content, people will want to link to it if it is relevant. People will mention you in different places, and it will drive you not only links, which is going to help with your overall authority and the number of links coming into your site, which Google love, but it's also going to help drive you relevant traffic. So the way that you do this, you build relevant content. It could be like a cool calculator. It could be anything, a valuable resource that people will find valuable, people that are relevant to your business and the keywords that you're optimizing for. You can also run surveys, data, outreach to the press so that they want to then link to this. Links from them are obviously very, very valuable because, Google knows that they will only link out if it is very valid and that they're only going to go to, key valid places to get that data from. So by getting links from places like that, that is seen as a very good kind of positive signal. So you want to make sure that you are building links where you can, you are creating on-page content that people want to link to, and also that you are conducting some form of outreach so that you are, it might be that you look at people that have linked to content like what you have just created, find links that are broken on those pages, and then reach out to them and say, oh, I noticed that you've got this link on this page, but where it's going to is broken. I've created something that's even cooler than that. Would you like to link to me instead? And a lot of the time, people want the path of least resistance. They just want an easy fix. They'll just link to you because it fixes the problem. So there's a whole host of ways and more than I can kind of cover in this video. I'm going to do another upcoming video all about content and building links to your site. So make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified when I release that. And let's get on to the final point. And that is rinse and repeat. We're basically going to report, analyze, and re-optimize. We want to look at our rankings. So we want to put our keywords in something like SEMrush or AccuRanker, which is going to track our rankings of our site. It's going to tell us where we rank currently. It's also going to track our movement so we can see whether the work we're doing is having a positive effect on those rankings or a negative, and hopefully it's having a positive effect. You're able to then monitor those rankings, look at what's working and double down on that, look at what's not and change it, and you're able to keep going in, keep running the audits, understand what needs fixing, fix that, and then watch how that gets how that comes across in the rankings. Also, you want to be looking in Google Analytics at things like your traffic and seeing what result these rankings are also having on the traffic to your site and also your conversions. So it's all about understanding the data, making changes based on what's happening, and then basically tracking that through. So I hope you found those 5 steps useful. As always, if you have, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.